Hello, welcome to SideDLoneliness, a short little, clicker game developed by Buntired, available on itch.io. And apparently you just take care of a cute alien goat boy. So why not? Let's see what happens. Name yourself. I don't know. Name myself? Do you mean me? In that case, I'll just put Slider. You name yourself Slider. Yes. Use your mouse to play. Amazing. It's a weird blob. Great. What do I do? Day 1. This is Russian. I can't read this. An alien-like creature of unknown origin. Its victims are lonely people with age range from 20 up to 75. Yes. Take the form of beloved ones in order to feed themselves with people's love and emotions. Ah, yes. This is called VTubers. This is a VTuber. Considered as top danger for our society and has to be destroyed immediately. We must destroy the VTubers. But you see, I deeply disagree with such a decision. You see, this blob is my Oshi, and I must give it money. So there's no harm in surrounding people with little companions of their creation. The only issue is consider the ways of feeding. So what if we found an alternative? Okay, well, I can save. Pat pat. Have a bone. Give it a bone. Num. Bone. So instead of feeding on our emotions, we simply give it a bone. Was that how it works? Oh, now it's a sheep. The creature has evolved. It's like a Pokemon. Day 5. Things look good for now. The creature has got a proper shape while being fed with physical food, as well as growing lots of fluffy hair. Unexpectedly for myself, I picked up a routine of brushing it like a dog. Definitely wasn't expecting a threat for humanity being so fuzzy. So far from communicating with the creature, I don't feel any worse, which made me wonder what kind of dangers the government was even talking about. We see you become something called a simp. Now, from what I researched, most damage was made not by the creatures itself, but from a violent separation with little companions people had to face. Since most of them take form of family members and lovers, no wonder people get traumatized after seeing one's brutal death. Fluffy! Their name is Fluffy. I pet it. Pet its fluffy fur, even though well, it's not fur. What do you call it? I mean, what do you call the thing on the sheep? Actually, I have no idea. Do you call it fur? It's wool, right? Technically? I imagine if it evolves again, it'll probably not look like a sheep. I poke your eye. I poke your eye. I poke your nose. I poke your non-existent mouth. How do you eat this bone anyway? Does it get absorbed into your body? Well, here you go. Now it's like it's an anime. I knew it. It is VTubers. Anyway, the creature has evolved. Day 14. As soon as I woke up, I found the creature in a much more humanoid form from before. I was always curious which form the creature would take in case the person never fell with or anyone to begin with. I guess the answer is rather simple. It would turn into a goat boy, of course. Easy. Yeah, I'm not gonna comment on that. Still a goat. Goat boy. I feel like the more common anthropomorphic anime character would be like a cat girl or something, you know? But instead it's a goat boy. I feel like this is like influenced by the developers' preferences though. I don't know. I touch your weird sleeve thing made of your hair. Apparently you like that. I don't know. Oh, actually, there's another entry. They didn't evolve, actually. The day 22. Sometimes there are days when I feel the worst. Today was one of them. As soon as I woke, I felt today was gonna be hard. I crawled down under the table and started crying. Just like that meme where you're like, what was that? Like, it was like a sushi meme or something, right? It's like you were making the character like makes a sushi roll, but they fail at it. and they cry under the table or something. There was a meme about that. I felt disgusted by myself and the way I live. It won't be long before I hit 30s. Yes, everyone knows when you hit 30, that's when you die. You simply die. Yet I barely even achieved a thing. Once I left the doors of school and college, all of my academic knowledge turned out to be useless in the real world. You're preaching to the choir there. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with myself. I don't know how to properly exist in this world. It feels so useless. Muda muda muda, as Dio would say. As I fell deeper and deeper into my thoughts, the creature has noticed me and crawled down under the same table I've occupied. We share a brief moment together, after which he comforted me with a hug. Tears fell down my cheeks as I felt an even bigger urge to cry. After a long while, I felt a little bit better. Someone like him should probably get named. Shando! Sure. I don't know. I don't know what name I would give this goat. I guess I'll just give the default name. You named the creature Shando. We don't give it bones anymore? No more bones? I was wondering how we get those bones, you know? How do we afford bones? Bones don't simply grow from trees, you know? But this time, we're not giving bones. We're giving exactly the thing that the government warned us. It was our emotions, our love. They're eating it. Just like vampires. Shando has evolved. Like a Pokemon. Day 33. I used to think that over time Shando will grow even bigger, but instead he only got less hairy. It does make him look more human, but I can't help but feel a little bit upset. What did you want? What does the character want? Hugging him while being fluffy was the best. Oh. Having no hair in case of Shando also meant that he basically got nude. Despite being sexist body-wise and probably having no issues with cold and all of this stuff, I still felt really bad leaving him like that, so I lent him some of my clothes. But it turned out, t-shirts are pretty much the only thing he could comfortably pull off. Should I perhaps order something of his size? Very cool and scary. What's that remind me of? It's a gremlin. It's a gremlin meme. Like, I don't know if it was the first one, but like I remember Diva from Overwatch. There's always like a fan representation of her where she's like a gremlin. So I guess it's from an anime actually. I forget what it's called, but it's like an anime where like it features like female or otaku whatever hikikomori sort of, but like she's perfect, outside of that or whatever. But then when she comes home, she reverts into like a gremlin creature. I don't know, something like that. I'm describing it very poorly, but like it's definitely like a I won't say fan service show. It's not really fan service. It's more like silly, I guess. It's like apparently this like hot anime woman is so relatable because she plays video games and whatever. I don't know. Anyway, day 43. My colleagues make me sick. No matter what I do, they always look down on me and brush off pretty much everything I suggest. And when the time comes with no avail, they just put all the blame on me. I hate it. What I hate even more is the fact it affects my career as well. I worked in this place for more than 5 years and can barely get a raise. Well, you see, you're supposed to, move on to a different company. That's not how it works, they never give you a raise. You have to go to a different company. I studied so hard all of these years, only to make ends meet each and every single month. What have I done to deserve this? I'm too afraid to search for a new workplace too. Every search on the internet will come up to HR sooner or later. We live in a century of information after all. Well, you gotta get your own computer, bro. You gotta like not connect your work computer with your personal computer. You can't just do searches on company time. I mean, I don't know. It depends on the company, I guess. It really depends how much they want to snoop. But usually the IT department doesn't really care. They don't really care to like search for your history or whatever. It depends. Depends on the company, I guess. I punch you. Hooyah! Hooah! 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 It's conditioning, you see, to make my goat boy a fighter. They need to learn how to fight. Doing some sparring. Hiya! Hiya! Punch! Punch! I don't know. Oh, sometimes I don't notice. Day 50. The disappearance of Shando got notice. Took them long enough. It's a little dangerous. I sure hope no one finds that it was of mine doing. It cost me lots of effort to obtain Shando. I did not plan on losing him anytime soon. Okay, this is in the context of technically we stole this goat boy, apparently. We stole the slime, I guess. Maybe from a zoo? I'm not sure. Speaking of which, I ordered some clothes for Shando. He helped to pick them for him, too. Clothes pricing took me off guard, though. Never thought they would cost that much. I'm pretty sure it costed way less only a few years ago. So what happened now? Felt like they magically get better in quality, too. Well, it's called inflation. Have you ever heard of it? There's nothing you can do about it anyway. I just hope they arrive soon and fit Shando well. Shando deserves to look great. And also the fact that corporations, they just kind of like, how do you say, they shift the costs to the consumer, basically. So whenever, for example, wages get higher in the factories that they make the clothes in third world countries, they kind of like shift the costs to the consumer. And then eventually they move on to another third world country to make factories in. Promises to like make new jobs and all that, but kind of makes the economy worse actually, because everyone's funneled into like, factory work. But I don't know. It's not always bad, I guess, to introduce industry to like a country, but it depends on how you do it, And often companies from other places that are richer don't really have the best intentions when they just want to make money, I don't know, anyway. Become stronger, gain muscles, and then we will destroy the world. Shando got new clothes! Right. Day 66. Clothes are here! He looks so good in them. He's so cute. Kawaii. I'm going to cry. It's almost as if he was made for them. They fit him too well. I was worried that I'll mess up with the sizes or something like that, but thank God it's alright. Shando seems to enjoy them a lot too. So glad. Seeing him happy somehow makes me happy as well. Is that what they call love? The protagonist just simply want a son? I don't know. I feel like that's what they wanted. They just wanted a son. Very simple game, by the way. But the narrative is interesting, I guess. I don't know if there's any... Well, I guess we'll see. I don't know. Anyway. Day 76. As I returned from work, I got greeted by Shando, who happily pulled me to my room. He showed off the cleaning he has done and waited for the pats. How cute of him. I pat him until my hands started to hurt. It's been a long while since I cleaned up the space I live in. I never enjoyed living the way I used to, but I did not possess the will to do something about it. The only thing I was able to do while being this exhausted is sleep. Sure, it's a little bit easier to live with someone else. I'll do everything to maintain this place in best condition possible from now on. Happy. The real question is, how much does it cost to maintain this creature? I mean, it seems like we just give hearts, as in our emotions or feelings, and that's kind of it. It's very convenient. It doesn't work like that in real life. If you're gonna take care of a child, it costs way more than that. Like you can't just simply keep. If this was a human, you can't simply just keep it in your room forever. You gotta like let them out and like go to school and like interact with other kids. I don't know. Anyway, day 84. One of my colleagues keeps calling me asking whether I was okay. I'm not. It's been a while since I showed up at work, and I do not think I will anytime soon. I just can't bring myself to. I don't want to. I hate it there. I hate everyone I have to work with. And hate myself every single time I end up being there. Was it really worth it? It's not like I earn a lot. I'm pretty sure as a cashier I end up earning even more. It's not like it's a work of my passion, not anymore at least. I just want to leave, despite how scary it sounds. As long as I'm with Shando, I'm sure I'll figure something out. As long as I'm with my goat boy VTuber. It'll work out, I guess. I don't know. Is there like a goat boy VTuber? Probably is. It's like a VTuber for everything, really. I'm pretty sure. So most popular VTubers, I won't say popular, it depends. It depends on the demographic, I guess, but a lot of them are dominated by women, basically. Though there are male VTubers out there, but, competition is fierce. Day 91. Everything about Shando makes me happy. He's the only one who understands, loves, and supports me. He's the only person who truly cares about me, even despite saying nothing. You know, he just goes, eek, you know, every time we touch its belly. No one loved me the way he does. I never felt this way for anyone else too. I never thought I would fall in love with someone like I did with Shando. This world is disgusting. Everyone around me is disgusting. Everyone but Shando. I want to stay with him like this forever. I don't need anyone else in my life except for Shando. You know what? Didn't the government warn you about this? I love Shando. When he's happy, I'm happy. I like spending all my time with him. I love Shando. I love Shando so much. If I could marry him, I would, but that's illegal. We can't do that. He's the only one I can see myself with. I love Shando. I love Shando. I love Shando. He covers me. He hugs me. He cares about me. I love Shando. I love him. I love Shando. 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 Ah yes, least insane VTuber fan, basically. Is that the meme? You know, the meme is like least insane, even though they're insane. So like, it's to imply that they can get even worse. You know, something like that. Uh oh, who's there? FBI. FBI, open up! Flashbang out! Clear! Go, go, go! They're using the battering ram! This is the police! You're under arrest for possessing an illegal goat boy! Oh, it's sad. I'll poke your tummy though. No? They know he's here. They know he's here. They will take him away from me. I don't want to lose him. He's the only person who truly cares about me. I don't want to lose him. I don't want to feel this lonely anymore. I don't want to feel this lonely anymore. I love Shando so much. Can't see my life without him. My precious Shando. They'll take him away from me. They'll get rid of him. Can't allow that. I must protect Shando. Time to take out the shotgun. I'll protect him. Great. Slider. I don't know if I feel... I don't know... I don't feel like very much connected to the main character, I feel like, you know? It's funny that they tell you to use your name in the beginning, but I don't know if I want to be associated with them anymore. Anyway, okay. Well, Slider, are you here? You have been working for a few weeks now. Everyone is worried. Well, maybe not everyone. But at least me, you know? I'm worried about you. Slider? Jesus, why does it smell like... Die! Cool. You want some human meat? Very delicious. You know, since we're fired now, I feel like we gotta conserve our costs, so you gotta eat this human meat. Anyway, there you go. That's the game. Okay, I mean, you know, I imagine, I mean, it's pretty clear, but let me just say it so like, so it's not unclear, I guess. But basically, yeah, what happened in the end there, it wasn't the police. It was just simply your coworker, you know, checking up on you. But then you misunderstood it as like a hostile threat, so you just freaking killed them. They also said something about like the whole place being like very like stinky, whatever. I think it's because, you know, apparently we just haven't left the house and just made a mess, which is ironic. You know, it's funny. It's almost like we were turning our life around. You know, it was almost like a wholesome lesson where we like have something that we're passionate about. You know, I feel like it can be an analogy for a lot of things, I guess. But, you know, now that we have something we care about, you know, we start taking care of ourselves because, you know, we care about some other thing or some other person or whatever. And, you know, I felt like it was going in a good direction, actually, you know. But apparently at the end there, the place ended up being full of garbage anyway, supposedly. So, I don't know. it just kind of went back. It kind of devolved, I guess. But it's a fun idea. It's like this creature that is supposedly seemingly innocuous for the most part, but as it turns out, it can make the owner very obsessive to the point of self-destruction, I guess. Again, I feel like there's a metaphor here, some kind of metaphor here for like being parasocial or something, or just being obsessed with something in general, right? I don't know. I mean, the one-sided aspect of it, right? I feel like that's, I don't know. I say VTuber as a joke, but it is similar, right? It's kind of similar. Not exactly, of course, but it's like putting all this like effort and like love into something that doesn't really love you back, really. It's just a weird goat creature, Anyway, but I like it. I don't know. I actually like the whole narrative here, right? I like the way it told its story. The gameplay is not really anything special, but it's just a way to pass time, I guess. In between the little diary entries, I guess. So really, it's just like a little short story, but I liked it. And obviously, the little art pieces, I guess, are nice. It seems like developer. I mean, they have a lot of games. I didn't really play most of them, really, but if there's one theme that they have, actually, is that they're pretty good artists, I would say. So they have a lot of little cute designs. But yeah, this one was pretty dark, I would say. And yeah, I liked it. I don't know. It was actually pretty simple, but it was impactful, I would say. Or something like that. I don't know what the right word is. Maybe not impactful. I mean, it is, but I can't think of the right word. But it was good, basically. I liked it. Well, there you go. I guess that's it for One-Sided Loneliness. I think there's only one ending as far as I know. It just kind of ends that way. And makes sense, right? That's the whole point of the narrative. But there you go. But yeah, I guess I'll say my usual thing. But if you want to see more content, then you can check out my YouTube channel. If you're watching the VOD or the video, then if you didn't know, I stream these games live. So you can go ahead and subscribe and change the notification bell from personalized to on, but get notified when I go live. And you can also check out my Twitch channel as well. Same name. There you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, see you then.